Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This question is for the Premier. Yesterday, the Minister of Education tried a new spin on his disastrous plan to cut classrooms and on the government's terrible mandatory e-learning plan. And it is not hard to see why. Thanks to the consultation documents that we released this week that this government tried to bury, it is plain to see just how massively unpopular this plan is among parents and students and educators. Speaker, we are talking about 220 hours of in-person learning replaced by computers. We're talking about an average of 35 kids in each online class, and we know that could go higher. And now the government thinks making parents jump through hoops to spare their kids will make it somehow more palatable. Speaker, instead of putting the onus on parents to opt their kids out from this terrible plan, why not just scrap the plan for mandatory online learning now?
The Minister of Education to reply.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. The members opposite have asserted that this discussion should happen at the table. We agree, and it has, Mr. Speaker. In fact, yesterday, when one of the teacher union presidents was posed the question, did you know about the classroom size reduction that the government is proposing? They asserted no. Mr. Speaker, I have confirmed, and the media now have access to letters from February 24th, where it says, without reservation, class sizes, excluding online learning, shall not exceed 23, Speaker. And the fact is, we have been transparent with our intention to deliver a deal that keeps classroom sizes low, that ensures investments return to the front of class, that ensures that we maintain the line on 1%, but it enables us to keep classroom sizes low. Mr. Speaker, to the question on online learning, you or anyone else is not best positioned to make a decision when it comes to child's education. Their parents should make that decision. We believe in that principle, and parents should be in the driver's seat on that, Speaker. Thank you.
Supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, the minister is spinning so hard he's going to lift off. Back to the Premier. Mr. Speaker, preparing our kids for the future should not mean pushing them into isolating online courses at the expense of in-person learning. For months, people have been trying desperately to understand why is this government refusing to back down from a scheme that so clearly jeopardizes student success, so clearly. Well, Mr. Speaker, a private panel this afternoon may shed some light. At the Canadian Club later today, a group of private e-learning companies are gathering in Yorkville to discuss business opportunities in our public education system. Will the Premier tell us today who stands to profit from this e-learning mess?
Official opposition come to order. Minister of Education reply.
Mr. Speaker, this government believes parents know best, not politicians, not bureaucrats, and not union leaders in the province of Ontario. And Speaker, the plan we brought forward ensures that students get to make that decision. We put them in the driver's seat.
Opposition come to order.
Speaker, over the past 24 hours, I've heard from many parents, many students, and teachers themselves. And I want to speak to you about one example, Giovanna, who reached out to me. And she said, as a parent of the system for 12 years, I can confidently say it is broken. So many investments made that never went to our kids. We need these investments to help support kids directly. Let us start teaching for the century we're in, not the past. I do not want
for Davenport, come to order.
I want change. I want my kids in class. Giovanna, this government agrees.